I've watched this movie 5 times within a week. That should tell you how much I love this movie. Okay, spoiler-free review. It's done. Okay, I'm getting into full spoilers after this point. So either you go watch this damn movie because it's so good, or you continue at your own risk. Alright, I'm gonna review this movie in a few different factors. Okay, music, visuals, characters, voice acting, pacing, story, and was this a goddamn Mario adaptation? Alright, music. Okay, the music in this movie, oh my fucking god, the music in this movie was amazing. I got literal goosebumps when Mario and Donkey Kong were fighting Bowser's army, and you see the whole like the question blocks over there, and you just hear the Mario theme blasting with energy. Oh my god. But however, I did hate one aspect about this category: the 80s rock music. Okay, this movie and 80s rock music I don't understand. Okay, you have one of the video games with a shit ton of music, and you're telling me that you didn't have enough, that you needed Take On Me at the Donkey Kong Country section? Come on. Really? You needed I Need a Hero for Mario's training? No, you didn't. You had music. There is music. You could have taken some. That's why this section is a 4 out of 5. Visuals, the trailers speak for themselves, okay? This movie was beautiful. Simple as that. This movie was very beautiful. Alright? It was very Mario, okay? 5 out of 5 on visuals. Characters, they were all on point. I already talked about my feelings about Peach in my last video. And Bowser, he was more like the Mario and Luigi series variant, but I loved it nonetheless. That's why characters are getting a 5 out of 5. Voice acting, okay. Everybody did amazing. And I do have one complaint though, and no, it's not Chris Pratt, because honestly, I literally forgot Chris Pratt was playing Mario. Seth Rogen just fits as Donkey Kong, so it didn't matter. But there is one character I felt like, I don't know, maybe you could have recasted him, and that was Cranky Kong. He sounded a little off. He didn't really sound old. He did. He just sounded like a fucking smoker. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But everybody did great. Even Cranky Kong. I'm not even gonna lie. Cranky Kong did great. Whoever voiced him, because I don't really know who he is. You did great. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying that this section is gonna get a 4 out of 5, not because of Mario, but because of Cranky Kong. Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk about probably the second weakest section of this movie, and that was pacing. Like this video, this movie was kind of fast-paced, and I wouldn't really have a problem with it if the movie was longer. But yeah, the pacing was not good. It was okay. All right, I'm not gonna say it's actual shit, but the pacing was. It was a 90-minute movie pacing, you know. So I guess that made sense. If this movie was a bit longer, I wouldn't have a problem. 3 out of 5. Okay. The story was okay. It was a Mario story. All right. I know a lot of people saying the story is just non-existent. There's story there. It's a very Mario story, so barely any. It was very simple. Mario needs to help with Luigi. They all fall into a warp pipe. He has to go find Luigi. He finds the princess. The princess trades him for like a few minutes. They go off. Toad joins them because, they fight Donkey Kong. They go racing. They eventually fight Bowser. It's a very straightforward story. I'm not saying it was boring. Definitely not, especially if you're a Mario fan. But I can understand why critics, when they're rating this movie as a movie instead of a video game adaptation, I can understand the rating, okay? The story was okay. 2.5 out of 5, alright? It wasn't bad. It's just, it wasn't really, When I described this movie to my friends, because I already watched it like 3 times before I actually got to watch it with them, I described this movie as a Mario movie. Okay, if you are a Mario fan, You will love this movie. I remember because all my friends were pretty much Mario fans, and I even remember. So the friend I was sitting next to, we were just pointing out random shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We were just pointing out random shit about this movie. I was like, I think that's from the games. And heck, we even had a little bit like we were kind of making fun of it because they're like, oh, in the games this would happen as like a joke. Because like honestly, if you're a Mario fan, you love every bit of this movie, regardless of everything I said beforehand. You'll love this movie. Okay, 5 out of 5. Okay, overall score 8.1 out of 10. This was a good movie. Okay, don't get me wrong. I love this movie. I love Mario. I've been playing it pretty much as long as I can remember. And me and my friends, like I said, were pointing out references left and right. I even went to my friend because I already saw it. I'm like, hey, listen to the music. Okay, the music in here is fire. Like I remember I watched it with my brother after watching my friends, and he was like, this movie was fucking great. All right, I had fun. Okay, I had fun. Mainly because I am a Mario fan. I love Mario. I don't talk about it as much on this channel. That's why I'm like geeking out now. I have to get it all out right now. But I love Mario, and this movie, go watch it if you haven't seen it. If you are a Mario fan, you have to watch this. All right, like this is one of the better video game adaptations. I'd say is it better than Sonic? I don't know. It really depends on like what you're looking for as a video game adaptation. Because honestly, if you're looking for like a story, then yeah, watch Sonic. But if you're looking for like pure just dopamine of just content, then you gotta watch this movie. I am glad it wasn't live action. If this was a live action movie, I feel like it would have been trash. But considering the fact that this was animated and animated fucking well, okay, it was animated great. You gotta watch this movie, all right? I know my score is a bit lower than the audience score, but I don't really rank movies 8.8. All right, I never really get to like most movies don't pass 7 for me. Okay, I'll tell you that much. This one did. All right, this one was a very, very great movie. I love it. Okay, see y'all later. I think you guys saw my community post. Working on other projects right now. This was the one I could just squeeze in. You know, it's a quick one. All right, see y'all later.